Alright, here we go. Watch this. Sweet. Get the dark trap down. Oh. Just go off. This build just goes off. Ooh, okay. Check the single target damage on this. Let's see how fast we get. Let's see how fast we get the Den Mother. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Jiro coming at you with the Twisted Trapper build for Rogue. Stay tuned. This build is for when you hit 50 and you just want to push through to 70. Maybe even 100. This is the build. I'm going to keep it real concise and simple for you guys. You really only need one aspect, and we'll get into that next. Alright guys, first things first, the aspect. This is what it is. Twisting Blades, I'm sure you've heard all about it. They've nerfed it, they can't keep it down. It's still pumping damage. The most basic way I can explain what this aspect does is it does a whirlwind of damage around your rogue, and it also increases the pass-through damage of your Twisting Blades. What's pass-through damage, you ask? Basically, when I use Twisting Blades on an enemy, I can dart with my Shadow Step to an adjacent enemy, and the blades will leave said enemy, come back to my rogue, and every enemy that those blades pass through will take damage. So what I'm getting at here is it does a lot of damage, okay? Get this aspect. I will show you how to get this aspect real easy next. The first easy way to get this aspect is, of course, you already have it. Let's say you have it and it's on something that isn't as good as what you got now. We got the Occultist. What you can do with the Occultist is you can click on the Occultist. You can go to Extract Aspect. I have it on my crossbow and I got a really good roll on it. You can go to your whatever piece of armor or weapon this is on, and then you can then extract said aspect. Please make note that when you extract this aspect, there are specific pieces of armor and weapons that you can put it on. As you can see here, it's one-handed weapon, two-handed weapons, gloves, amulet, ring. So that's if you already have Twisting Blades as an aspect. You can extract it from a way suckier item and put it on a way better item. I'll show you tip number 2 on how to get the Twisting Blades aspect. The second best way to get the aspect is in Kio Vashad. I don't even know if I said that right, but that's the main city. When you start the game, this is the main city. Even when you hit level 50, this is the main city. On the map, look for Lizveth. What Lizveth does for you is she lets you use this currency called obols. You can use it to flip for items. These obols can be collected from various quests, side quests, and events on the map. Long story short, you can go to Lizveth and flip these obols for, let's say, boots, gloves, or tunic. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to roll for this aspect. So once you roll and get that aspect, you can then go back over to the Occultist, which I showed you previously to this, and extract that from the item. Until next time, Lizveth. Alright, that's basically the aspect out of the way. That's what makes this build tick. Again, guys, this is for the level 50 to 100, level 50 to 70. This is basically you hit level 50, you beat the campaign, and you're trying to push through the Nightmare Dungeons. Let's talk about your primary and your secondary skills next. I'm going to keep this as simple as possible for you guys. Just try and follow along. You've got Puncture, then you have Enhanced Puncture. Then you want to go Fundamental Puncture. Moving down the list, you have Twisting Blades. This is the creme de la creme of the build. Do not pass up on this. Put extra talent points into this if you have extra talent points. Max this out. This is your main damage dealer. Then you want to go Enhanced Twisting Blades and Advanced Twisting Blades. Further down the tree, we have Shadow Step. Then we have Enhanced Shadow Step. And I like Methodical Shadow Step better than Disciplined Shadow Step. I just like it because the enemies are stunned. It gives you a lot of uptime and survivability. Moving right on to Poison Trap, we're going to want to take that. We're going to want to take Enhanced Poison Trap, and then we're going to take Subverting Poison Trap. Then we're going to want to go Poison Imbuement, and the reason we go Poison Imbuement, guys, is for the single target damage. So the big elites and the big dungeon bosses. That's what this is for. Then we want Enhanced Poison Imbuement, and then we want Mixed Poison Imbuement. For our ultimate, we're going to want to take Death Trap. We're going to want to take Prime Death Trap, and then we're going to take Supreme Death Trap. Last but not least, our key passive is Exposure. This has a 25% chance to reduce the cooldowns of your traps by 20%, or drop a cluster of smoke bombs that stun your enemy for 0.5 seconds. What's good about this is either side of that coin is great. You're either having your traps up quicker or you're having stunned enemies, so you have a little bit more survivability. Moving on to our secondary skills, guys, we're going to want to go sturdy and we're going to want to go siphoning strikes for survivability. Put 3 in both. Next, we have weapon mastery. This is great whether using daggers or swords. It's just flat damage. Take it. Next, you're going to put 2 into concussive. It increases your critical strike chance when enemies are knocked down. Your traps knock down enemies. Next is exploit, damage, and then malice, damage. Then we have deadly venom. Put 3 into this, increases your poison damage. So that's your poison imbuement and your trap. And then we have alchemical advantage. I can't even say that properly, but you gain 3% attack speed for each enemy you've poisoned. So it's just damage. Moving along here, put 3 in the trap mastery. It makes your traps do more damage. Then we have adrenaline rush. It helps with your resource management, which is energy. And then we're going to want to put a full 3 into haste. Well, that's all your primary and secondary skills, guys. We're going to move right into the specialization next. As for specialization, I'm using combo points right now, and that's only because I haven't fully geared out my rogue yet, and I find that it does the most damage because combo points works with twisting blades, which is basically what we're building this easy mode beginner build around. So I would go combo points. If you do get through the game and do have better legendaries that help with your traps, I suggest going preparation because your traps being off cooldown more often does a crazy amount of damage. So if you're anything like me and you're just starting out and you're trying to push through the game and farm, go combo points. Well, that's all the blabbing over with. I'm going to go show you guys a demo of wave clear and single target damage. We'll be right back. Alright guys, obelisk number 1. So this should be a good demonstration of wave clear. So we're going to shadow step to get my crit up. Then we're going to drop the shadow trap and the poison trap. As you can see, it just melts the guys, man. And it reduces the cooldown of your traps while you're doing it. Another poison trap down again. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so the wave clear, it's pretty good. You'll be clearing like no problem. Alright guys, we're going up against Mother's Judgment here. Let's see how fast we can do it. Someone start a timer. Just can't stand in front of her. She will murk you. She has different affixes every time you come in. But as you can see, the single target damage is nuts. Especially when you put that poison imbuement on it, it's just pretty crazy, man. Easy peasy. Coming to the end of the video here, I just want to do a quick summary of the build. So here we go, guys. We have puncture. That's your main attack. We have twisted blades, the creme de la creme of the build. This is what you want to go. Put as many points into this as you can. Then we have shadow step. This is for critical strike and evasiveness. Then we have poison trap. And we have poison imbuement. Poison imbuement is strictly for single target damage. It really helps with it. And then we have death trap. This is your ultimate. It's for the wave clear. It helps with your poison trap. Specializations, again, I recommend combo points. When you start getting more gear for traps and twisting blade, then I suggest going preparation to have more uptime on your traps. Well guys, we made it. The twisted trapper build has come through with the twisting blades aspect. This is the core of what you need. So if you want to go to the occultist, disenchant an old legendary and put it on something new, or if you don't have it, try and flip for obols. And lastly, what you can do is you can try and grind for it. And hopefully something drops with that aspect on it so you can extract it and put it on something that's relevant. I know I didn't speak on Paragon and armor, guys. I will do a more refined video once I get deeper into the game. And if you guys want to see a more refined video on this build, let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, like and subscribe. I am a growing channel and that always helps. Yo, thank you so much for watching, guys. Your boy Jadiro out. Peace.